quilting friend, it is your quilting friend Emily from Quilting Your Legacy. And you know those fabrics at the end of the bolt, the weird sizes, the prints that you're not quite sure what to do with. Turns out those might be your most inspiring fabrics yet. Most quilters think you need the perfect matching bundle or full yard cuts of fabric to make something beautiful, but in this video, I am here to tell you some of the best quilt starts with leftovers from your fabric stash. Let me show you how to make something magical that most people might overlook. Let me show you what I mean. So this little snack mat, all you need is green fabric, any green fabric in your stash. Two different, but you could very just use one fabric for those flower petals, a background color fabric. It could be blue, it could be white, literally any background color, and then just one other coordinating fabric that you wish right on the side. This little snack mat could easily turn into a placemat if you wanted, but here's the thing. This is built with only a few different fabrics from a fabric stash because it truly doesn't matter what green you're using because grass comes in all different shades and colors, and maybe you wouldn't think that they actually go together when you start pulling your fabrics, but somehow they actually do. And then this table topper, easily any type of fabrics that you have in your fabric stash, red, white, and blue, pull out literally any red, white, and blue fabrics. Bada bing, bada boom, you've got this amazing table topper. This table topper is called Stars and Ribbons. And these are the kind of fabrics that just really stretch your imagination, because I challenge you, as I'm challenging myself, to stop waiting for the perfect fabric and create something with a little bit of extra personality. And honestly, that is where the real quilting magic truly begins. So here's some quick wins. So in your fabric stash, grab any 2.5-inch strips. You don't have to match them. Just go with your inner gut. Then build an impromptu log cabin block or choose to do the rail fence. In the last video that I created, it was featuring a modern log cabin block, and it is just using a few different fabrics to create that log cabin block. Here's the log cabin block right here, and literally you could choose any type of color motif, which we are going to talk about a few more inspirational colorways in a moment. With this particular block, you could easily turn it into a snack mat, placemat, table topper, and even, of course, turn it into a complete quilt. The Limerick quilt block, quick, easy, and literally, check out these valleys behind me. You could do the entire array of just blue fabric, light blue to dark blue, because with this particular block, it could go together very ombre type feel as well. And then as you're having fun, just grabbing your fabrics from your fabric stash, definitely add in some tone on tone fabrics and some neutral color fabrics, because that is turning into one of my favorite tricks when it comes to putting all of your fabric pieces together, because it ties everything together without taking over the different fabric prints. Now, if you're feeling inspired, this is the best time to grab some new inspiring fabric pieces to add into your fabric stash. Check out the Final Spark Freedom Quilt Sale that is happening right now over at NortonHouseQuilting.com. Here's what I mean. The Final Spark equals last of the line, end of the bolt fabrics, giving you the freedom to quilt with zero pressure, zero imperfection. Just pick what you love and start stitching. So you are going to find individual end of the bolt fabric cuts, some carefully curated stash buddy bundles, and there's no restocking, so whatever you see, go ahead and grab it. Most of it is $7 or less a yard, so keep that in mind as you're having fun playing. Let your stash absolutely surprise you and delight you. You don't need a plan, you just need a spark. Okay, so if you need some fabric ideas, I've got you covered. Here are my 3 favorite stash-friendly projects. First up is Limerick. So we talked about Limerick before. You are going to need 9 different fat quarters, or again, choosing any of your fat quarters in your stash or grabbing smaller pieces, because it's this log cabin block that you're going to be making over and over again to create the design of this quilt, or absolutely make it smaller for a baby quilt using those pastel color fabrics, or even turn it into a table topper. This particular project is very forgiving. Next up is the rail fence mix-up. So grabbing any of your 2.5-inch strips, go wild. I am challenging you, go wild, sew them together. Just have fun with the sewing process simply by sewing 2.5-inch strips together. Then, when you have the length of your 2.5-inch strips, then go ahead and just take out your Creative Goods ruler, turn them into a square, turn them into a rectangle, and then just flip-flop them, going all different ways if you so chose to. We've also got, last but certainly not least, the Stars and Ribbon Table Topper. So, this particular block, going through your fabric stash and grabbing any red, white, or blue fabric. Or, you could turn it into a Halloween theme. So maybe going with an orange or a purple and then using black as your background fabric. Or make your life a heck of a lot easier. Ask one of your favorite people to choose 2 different colors. Then use those as your ribbon fabric, and then the background, you choose what you want that best goes with the other 2 fabrics that they chose. And you can find all of these patterns that I just mentioned right in the show notes. They are a $2 digital download patterns right on nortonhousequilting.com. So whether your stash needs a refresh or you just want to play with something new, this sale is for you. You don't have to wait for the perfect fabric. You just need to get started. And I promise, once you do, the ideas and the inspiration and that motivation is just going to become flowing to you. Let me know in the comments, what is the weirdest stash fabric that you have in your fabric stash to date? I'll go first. So I tried going through my fabric stash to find this very bizarre, the boys absolutely love it. So it is a royal blue background with yellow leaves. But my crazy kids absolutely love this fabric. However, I couldn't find it. I've got more bins to go through. As you can tell, I've been going through the fabric bins for the end of the bolt sale, which is on the website right now. But if you've been a follower for 5 years ago and beyond, when you received your fabric package in the mail, it would have been plastered with stamps from my Opa, from my grandpa. He had so much fun going to the post office, figuring out how much stamp postage was necessary. Then he used his fabric stash and he literally created the envelopes like a quilt. I'm talking 5-cent, 3-cent stamps, literally the entire thing of it. So this is one of my weirdest fabrics that I have in my fabric stash, and I'm not exactly sure what I am going to make with it yet. There are stamps on fabric, all random bits. I have no idea what the heck I'm going to make with this, but it is weird, it is funky, and I hope that we can come up with something fun to make together with this. If I give you any ideas, please make sure that you comment and that you subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you don't miss out on another video. Head over to nortonhousequilting.com to check out some inspirational fabric and other bolt cuts all on sale. And while you're there, don't forget to check out the digitally downloaded patterns so that you can hit the ground running after going through your fabric stash. Keep quilting your legacy, one spark at a time.